Hello and welcome back to our HIP New World Order campaign here in the Holy Roman Empire. In our last episode we finished our fairly minor skirmish against England for one of the sub-county holdings down here, and speaking of which, I guess we can disband the army that we used to do that. We may as well disband this army as well, since I think we have the remaining war that we're engaged in, which is of course the Shia Jihad for Africa, led by this guy. I think we have this well in hand with the amount of troops that we have down here, so let's unpause and continue with it. I'll deal with you in a second. Visitor, we won a battle over here, okay. A visitor, you've received a visitor, a monk from the famous Great Abbey at Cluny. He tells you that the monks there spend much of their days in devoted prayer and that they always mention the names of the most pious Christians in those prayers. If you would demonstrate your immense piety by donating a large sum of gold to Cluny Abbey, you would surely be among those present in the monks' prayers. 300 gold for 100 prestige, 100 piety. We could say I'm sure they'll manage anyway. Well, I guess we can afford it. I mean, I think we're doing enough to help out the Catholic faith, what with our ongoing project to liberate Hungary from heathen clutches, though actually seems that there is now a at least Christian ruler in charge of Hungary, even though he is Orthodox and not Catholic. Yeah, and also we're of course actively fighting a jihad. But sure, I guess we can spare 300 gold. I don't know if there are any benefits we can get from doing that, but I guess we'll find out. Okay, so that is not one of Aragon's holdings in here that has been sieged, it's actually one of the enemy holdings. And once we win this siege, Aragon will have full control of the entire target kingdom, so we should be getting ticking war score for that. And I guess we'll send our army up here. We'll spread out and start sieging more of his land. In fact, I think we can pretty easily start sieging all of his land. We'll move this army here and bring the boats around and use them to transport this army over to cover the one remaining county. Probably going to take a bit of attrition along the way, that's okay. You have sent word of enemies found. We can take the leader prisoner. That's great news. This war is now at 100%. You're welcome, Aragon. We can get our armies back home. Actually, why don't we use boats to do this instead, since that will be a bit quicker. And then we can look at declaring some more of our own wars. The population of wolves in Nassau has grown to such size that their attacks on livestock, once rare, have increased in number and are damaging the local economy. Bad to hear. Some keeps of finished construction, which is good. He's creating a title, good for him. Another keep. And that is all of our buildings finished, that's good. We'll probably build some more at some point, but not right now. We are making a pretty healthy income though. And a son was born to My daughter and current heir. He is not noteworthy in any way. Okay. So you've had a tall child and a no traits child. Okay. Still plenty of time. Alright, so we'll disband all of the non-retinue troops, we'll disband our boats. We'll check to see if we have anything else raised. I don't think so. This is all just retinue here and retinue up here, I think. Not retinue, okay. Apparently it was retinue. We'll check here. We have 0 raised from domain, vassal, 0 hired. Okay. So, with that, I guess we can safely declare on Hungary again. We have no truce with them. Fortunately, our nearest duchy here is involved in some other kind of war. We'd end up not gaining this county. Looks like. Yeah, they're at war with a vassal of Poland. Well, maybe we just declare for a different duchy over here. So we want to declare against Hungary. We'd like to declare preferably simultaneously for these two counties probably, and it seems like we gained another county in here. When we look at the duchies, I can't quite remember where we were at here. Yeah, I think we didn't have this duchy, so I guess that's come under our control somehow. One of our vassals presumably took it, so to get to at least de jure duchy borders here, we'd have to take these two counties. Do we have an appropriate CB to do that? I think we would just be taking all of his land if we did that. We could subjugate him. Well, she is already our vassal. I guess that would be easiest. If we do end up gaining all of his land, that's fine. It gives us at least a relatively nice border with Aquitaine, even if we are crossing de jure duchy boundaries. So we'll probably just declare this one. Isn't this part of this duchy? Yes, I thought we conquered this once before from Aquitaine. Perhaps it somehow found its way back. But we should be able to declare a de jure war for it again. I guess we can do that at the same time. Further tidy up our Aquitanian border. And for Hungary, I suppose we'll take this duchy, even though we may not get all of it. If it's only a subholding, I'm not too concerned about it. We can always tidy it up later. So, assuming he's still Orthodox, we should still be able to declare holy wars on him. Okay, apparently this duchy here is separate from the other two counties. Well, that's fine. Maybe we can actually get that whole duchy then. We'll declare for this. We'll try to raise troops and get sieges going in these counties as quickly as possible to make sure that Poland doesn't interfere. Or rather, Poland's vassal. And unfortunately, I think we still probably have a truce with our friend down here for, yes, quite a long time, so we won't be able to declare that just yet. Are we already plotting? No, we're plotting to kill the King of Hungary. That's not going to be necessary. We can cancel this. We can, I suppose, plot to kill him. Maybe it will shorten our truce by a little bit. Not declare war. Doesn't seem like we're going to be successful here, but we may as well try. Andalus appears to have taken care of their revolt problem. Alright, well I think this is all the wars we want to declare for the current time, so let's get some troops raised and get started with fighting them. How many troops do you have, Aquitaine? 57,000, so we're probably going to need a few more. to look a little bit further afield. We just raised everything nearby. This should be enough, I think. We will get this 28k on their way down there. You three can rendezvous next door. And the 14k can head up here for the moment. Alright, for taking care of this guy, I guess we've already raised Flanders troops. So we'll have to look up in this area for more to raise. I have to imagine this is going to be plenty since he is only a duke. And of course we have to fight Hungary as well, so we'll raise the levies of our other Hungarian vassals. It looks like this army is indeed trying to head in here, so if we can raise an army next door and get it in there quickly, I would like to. We're not going to get there fast enough as it stands to get the siege first, but if we put this guy in charge, we might do it. We are arriving the day before now, and in fact our speed should increase as we regain morale, so we're definitely going to get there first. At this point, why don't you head in here, and you guys can head down here. Okay, well we'll hope that's enough to take on Hungary. They may only have this little army here. Yep, looks like it. So the other army did not even stay around to siege, that's fine. We'll take part of this army and send it to these other two counties. I guess that will do, just so that we have no armies smaller than Hungary. I guess we'll just disband this 200 since it's probably not going to make much difference. And we'll get our whole target duchy here under siege. He can siege my land if he wants to. We are probably just going to ignore him. Okay, we have our target county under siege down here, but we are over the supply limit. Though not too far over, maybe we just leave it. I'd like to siege some of the surrounding counties, but they're all plains, it looks like. Hills over here. And I think it's probably going to be better if we just take our target county, and if Aquitaine has a large army they get together and want to attack us in the hills here, we'll allow them to do that and reinforce. I offered my courtier here to hand the buzzard over to the falconer, but was careless enough to forget to put on its hood and then lost my grip on the jesses as the bird flew to freedom. Okay. We lost his buzzard. That's pretty unfortunate, I guess. Alright, so we should be able to fight this army. We have, I think, got decent commanders in charge of this. Well, you're not very good. They are in plains. We're probably crossing a river, but not too concerned. Captured a mare. We'll follow him back. And we'll spread out a bit to siege more land over here. You approved or improved this Duke's opinion. Good. I guess we'll see if we have anyone else we can work on more profitably, since that guy is pretty happy at this point. Saxony, I don't think we can actually improve his opinion, assuming he still has only a barony as his capital holding. Since apparently that doesn't work. 84 is fine. 32. Well, I guess you are not going to be our problem in the relatively near future here, but in the meantime we can probably go ahead and improve your opinion. Not you, it's you. Okay. We also have a daughter who needs educating. Okay. Let's see. Is she our second best daughter? Probably. So I guess we'll educate her ourselves in case we happen to end up playing as her. I've noticed my marshal's hard work and everyone seems to like him. I am deciding between having him heighten the morale of the troops or try to recruit more soldiers. Let's take the morale of armies, since I suspect the levy size only affects our domain troops and we don't even have them raised right now, and they're probably not going to. But our friends in Poland are calling us to war against Lithuania, which we will gladly accept, I guess. Might be a little bit more of a difficult war. I know, it seems like this one has been declared by Poland. Yeah, Holy War for Mazovia. Okay. Yeah, it looks like Lithuania has a revolt going on right now, so they probably don't even need our help here, but we might send some troops their way. I'm not going to bother raising any additional levies. We should be finished with at least this war pretty quickly, and we'll be able to send these troops over. Poland is doing just fine by themselves for the moment, though. How are things over here in the newly formed Bulgarian Empire? She is 56 years old. Oh, and she has leprosy. So she is probably going to die pretty soon, which puts our relative here, Prince Carloman, on the throne. That's good. Unfortunately, we're his heir right now. Hopefully he gets started on having some children pretty soon. His wife is lustful, so it shouldn't take too long. I'd rather not inherit another empire. We will take prisoners, we'll continue sieging. Get faster levy reinforcements. And we are about to win the siege here. No sign of any army from Aquitaine yet. They aren't in any other wars, so who knows? I assume they're on their way. The king is leading troops in Perigord. We're here, okay. So actually he might be heading up here, which could be a problem. Let's send 22,000 troops up in that direction, just in case he tries to attack some of these armies. Our truce with England is expiring, but we don't really want to go to war with them again. I'm happy to let them hold on to Brittany. And we have a grandson who needs educating. This guy is not in line for the throne, so if we can use him for opinion with somebody, I guess we will. And I guess our King of Saxon is a good choice. And we won a siege, our top holding in the county we're taking for Aquitaine. And a large merchant caravan has arrived from distant lands with a gift of a eunuch to give us, if I remember correctly. Yes, we'll accept. Let's check him out. Not a very good character. Okay. Well, we are out of time for this episode, so we'll have to continue with our various wars in the next one. Thanks for watching, and join me again then.